Hi, hello learners. Today I'm going to explain you physics part 9th first sem it will helps to and then first PUC students also. Okay, in some definitions will comes no that I will going to say in this video. Okay, first we have to know average speeds. What is the meaning of average speeds and then that is the equations. Okay, then our average speeds is nothing but total distance traveled divided by total time taken. Okay, that we symbolically mathematically we have to represent it. This is in the form of v is equal to s by t. Okay, then next definitions, what is speed? Okay, speed is nothing but the distance traveled by an object in unit time. Okay, that's SI unit is meter per second. So next we will know about what is velocity. The definition for velocity is it is the speed of an object moving in a definite directions. Okay, like this we have to know some definitions in this video. It will help for memorize, otherwise recall to some definitions, important definitions what you have in a 9th standard textbook. Okay, that is speed or a velocity have the same unit. Okay, then the speed and then the velocity have a same unit, that is what, that is meter per second. Okay, clear. Next we have to move average velocity. Okay, velocity is given by the arithmetic mean of initial velocity and final velocity for a given period of time. Okay, that is average velocity is equal to initial velocity plus final velocity divided by total time taken. Okay, this is we have to symbolically or mathematically represent in average velocity is equal to u plus v divided by 2. Understand? Then SI unit of average velocity, otherwise velocity and then the speed we have a same SI unit, that is the meter per second. Okay, children. Then we move to accelerations. What is accelerations? What is the definition for accelerations? We will see. The accelerations of an object is the change in velocity per unit time. That is, the accelerations of an object is the change in velocity per unit time. Okay, the accelerations is mathematically is represented in the form of a change in velocity divided by time taken. That is, A means accelerations, V means initial velocity, then U means final velocity, then time is total time taken. Okay, it is the meter per second square. Accelerations SI unit is meter per second square. Physics means we have to know so many equations and then the so many SI units, so many definitions. Like that we have a important three equations in these lessons, that is the motions of an object moving at a uniform accelerations can be described with the help of three equations. The motions of an object moving uniform accelerations, this is we have to represent in the equations. The three equations are, we have to know these are the three very important equations. Then first one is v is equal to u plus at, then s is equal to ut plus of at square, then third one is v square is equal to u square plus 2as. Understand? These are the three equations are very important in this unit. Okay, here we have some where we have u here. What it represents, it is the initial velocity of the object which moves with uniform accelerations for a time t. Clear? What is the u represents here? This is the answers. Then here V stands for, V is the final velocity. Already in definitions also we know that the this is okay. Then next one is S. S is represent distance. Okay, S is represent distance. It traveled in a time t. Next we will know what is uniform circular motions. Okay, this is also one of the important point in your textbook you have. Okay, what is uniform circular motions? If an object moves in a circular path with uniform speed, its motions is called a uniform circular motions. Okay, if it is an object move in a circular path, it is a uniform circular motions. Okay, with the same uniform speed. Okay, then after this we have to know one of the most and forever important law, that is the Newton law of motions. You know, all of you know the name of a scientist Newton. He is very famous in physics. Okay, he derived 3 laws about motions. Okay, we have to know what are those. Okay, then we have to know first one is the first law of motions. It's also known as a law of inertia. Okay, what it says, the first law of motions, that is the Newton's first law of motions, is tells about an object continues to be in a state of rest or of uniform motions along a straight line unless acted upon by an unbalanced force. Okay, then this is why the first law of motions is also known as the law of inertia. Already I told you this law is also known as the law of inertia. It will tell us about inertia. Then this is the first laws of motions. This is derived by what? Who is invented this law is Newton's first law of motions. Law of inertia also we have to say this law. Okay, then we have to know second law. What is second law of inertia? Well, second law of motion. Before knowing second law of motions, we have to know what is the meaning of inertia. What is the meaning of inertia? The tendency of undisturbed objects to stay at rest or to keep moving with the same velocity, okay, is called as the inertia. Okay, then the mass of an object is a measure of its inertia. Its SI unit is kilogram. Okay, it is represented in kg also. Okay, fine. Then we have to know what is the second law of motion. Second law of motions, what it says, the rate of change of momentum of an object is proportional to the applied unbalanced force in the directions of a force. Okay, this is the second law of motions. This will says about a force. Okay, what is force means? All of you know what is force. Force is nothing but pull or a push is called a force. Force is nothing but pull or push. And also known about as a unit of a force is kg meter per second square. Okay, this is also known as the Newton and also represented as a Newton. Then it is represented by the symbol called N. Okay, Newton, otherwise N, capital when we have to write for the SI unit of a force, otherwise kg meter per second square. Okay, then the last on this chapter is very important, then the third law of motions. In every day we have to see this law in our daily life, that is the third law of motions. Okay, to every actions there is an equal and opposite reactions and they act on two different bodies. Okay, it is act on two different bodies. Like that we have to know the three laws of motions in this videos, and then the some important definitions of physics, and then the SI unit, and then the equations of motions. Okay, thank you for watching the video. Thank you learners.